The Supreme Court, conservative majority, the 6-3, struck down Biden's vaccine mandate for large employers because, we're pro-business in the Republican Party right up until it's like preventing a extremely deadly pandemic from killing thousands of people. So, anyway, it's just wild. Here we are cheering. It's like the coronavirus does not care if what we do, right? It is just, it's a virus. Like, it's just looking to infect people and propagate itself and spread. Like, that's it. And so, when we do things that objectively make the virus more likely to spread, like, that's all it is. Like, there's no victory here. The fight should be against the COVID-19 virus. Like, and instead it's like we fight each other. We fight this like insane concept of freedom, like freedom to die of a almost completely preventable disease. Like, 90% of the people in hospitals right now are unvaccinated. It's like you could almost completely prevent death and suffering, and instead we're choosing not to. It's just this it's this weird selfish entitlement, and we're gonna get to that more later because like we're not just doubling down on that in like vague sort of court legal challenges. We're doubling down with that on schools and our kids, right? So there's just no personal choice. While I'm pleased with the court's decision regarding businesses, I'm disappointed in the decision to even temporarily uphold the CMS vaccine mandate. It's just so crazy. Like, no American should lose their job over a vaccine, especially our brave healthcare workers who have been on the front lines of the pandemic. How insane is that? Like, you are it'd be like doctors like allowing them to prescribe poison to people because they think it's a good idea. Like, it is just the craziest. It is the craziest shit. Like, I've got a parent getting treatment for cancer right now, and they could go and be exposed to COVID because some a-hole doesn't want to get their vaccine. Like, it is just wild. Like, we send people to hospitals to get healed, and these guys are trying to protect the hospital's ability to fuck it up and kill them anyway. It is wild, like, taking this position. The real position here, of course, is if you don't want to get the vaccine, like, don't be a nurse or doctor. Like, that's fine. Like, there's a million other jobs out there. We need nurses and doctors, but, like, if you're not willing to do, like, the bare minimum to, like, do your job effectively, then you probably shouldn't be there. That seems reasonable. Seems totally reasonable take. So anyway, and then just like to double down on it too, of course, he's got to tote his anti-vax cred by releasing a statement on the Supreme Court decision. But then we're going to go and tour a clinic today that provides monoclonal antibodies to treat COVID. And they could be helping more Oklahomans, but the federal government is restricting supply. Like, one, I don't think it's the feds, like, restricting supply so much as this is a very expensive treatment that just has supply issues versus the very inexpensive vaccine where I'm sure many jurisdictions are just like throwing them in the trash due to expiration, and we could be getting them into hundreds of thousands of arms in Oklahomans and preventing COVID almost entirely, or certainly preventing people from needing monoclonal antibodies. So, it is the craziest public health messaging to do this shit. So, here, this is a good take from a, person who doesn't agree. They go to states based on need. They aren't sending treatments to Oklahoma because we don't report, blaming Stitt. But, my thing is, just Googling monoclonal antibodies, they're thousands of dollars. Like, the treatment is extremely expensive. So it's like you can go and get a $20 to make vaccine and prevent your needing of this very expensive, highly rationed, and if you Google it too, it has major side effects. Like, you have to be put in a hospital. You have to be given it in a hospital because in the event that you experience a major reaction, they need to be able to like save you. So instead you get a $30 vaccine and like probably prevent ever needing this treatment. I mean, it is just like, I mean, if this was a business like you were running, you would be immediately bankrupt. I mean, you would just, taking the L this hard is just stupid. So anyway, I mean, that's what our governor's doing, promoting like kind of these crazy treatments that are hard to get and very expensive, and celebrating fucking blocking vaccines. I mean, it's just the dumbest shit. Thanks for watching our video. Please give it a like and hit that subscribe button for more content. If you want to engage with us, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and Instagram.